Hey everybody, it's Doom here from Dungeons and Doom Biscuit. We're back in the Monster Manual 3.5, and today we're on the Drider. I'd say today, this is actually the second video I did, but we're on the Drider, and it's essentially at level 6, or a third of the way through your progression of normal whatevs. Some drow are tested by Lolth to become her chosen, and the ones who fail are turned into these Driders, and the Driders are hated by the drow, they're hated by everybody, and they hate everybody. So this isn't too boring of a base. I thought what I would do is I would stack up some larger stones here and have it kind of like climbing up on that. It's just an idea I have. I don't know how well it's going to work. So let's get a little bit of baking soda here. Let's get this together on a base. Okay. Okay. I think that'll do it. We don't want any of it moving. We want it to be sturdy. Now I'm going to go put this in front of the fan while we're working on other stuff. So the next entry, I believe, is a dwarf. No, Dryad. And that's going to be one of those kind of like we find at Hero Click and Painted deals. But for the Drider, I did have some unpainted Driders, like official minis. I had one from one of the D&D board games, and then I had two Hero Click Drider people, or maybe they were Mage Knight. So, I mean, I had a lot of options, but I didn't want to be that guy. So we're going to sacrifice this dude and the bow from this dude. And we're going to take this, this is the remains of an ant. And we're going to make our own Drider from scratch. Okay, so what I'm thinking is it'll be up on the rocks, and then the base, it'll be on the base like that. So we'll cut this at approximately the angle which we want to mount that top torso portion. And we want to cut that kind of right below the belt line. Something like that. So let's get a dab of glue to hold that in place while we're working on it. We'll mush that down. And we're just going to drag that glue back and forth until it's good and connected. So for the legs, I was thinking we could use popsicle, or what are these, toothpicks. So what you want to do is their legs are in like three sections. So you have like the one section that like they walk on, then you have this little section, then you have this part that's kind of bent back. that they sit on. So what I want to do is kind of get mine so he can sit on those rocks. Something like this. So to capture that look, I'm just going to get a tiny bit of glue and wrap it around and smooth it out on each of those joints. We're going to do this 8 times, so if you want to fast forward and not listen to my boring commentary, feel free. And none of this is measured, so there will be mistakes. Okay. Sorry, I got quiet there. I was just kind of zoned out. Some of the neighbors have a dog outside that I want to go pet, but I want to pet every dog. You should not take your dogs on walks in my neighborhood because I just want to come pet them. Oops. There's way too much glue. Way too much glue. We're going to drag some of that down here. I'll try to clean that up. Because that's too much. Now there's way too much again. Alright, it's time to play the calm down game on this glue. That's what's up. Maybe we'll use that as a back leg. What do we got there? 6? 2 more. This is going a lot slower than I thought. That's alright. You can skip this part, like I said. If you're still not fast forwarded through the legs, that's on you. Because I ain't editing nothing. Somebody I know told me that the reason my channel isn't exploding is because I don't edit my videos. Man, if that's going to help, I'll be damned. The reason I'm not exploding is because I'm like a dude in my basement. I'm not good at what I do. I just do it, you know. I just have fun and I make miniatures. And some of you are like, oh, hey, I'm just going to like be that guy that makes miniatures and has fun. And you guys kind of watch, you know. All right. Now, let's check that base and see how it's doing. Okay. So all these legs have to kind of connect in such a way that probably should have done these one at a time, had I been smart. But I did not claim to be smart. So I'm going to do the back legs kind of one at a time and see if I can get a better shape. Now remember what I said. Perfection is not a prerequisite of a good craft. So just because right now I'm kind of panicking about my legs and I'm not happy with how they're set, doesn't mean that after we do some work here and make some changes, that won't get better and that I won't be happier with how it looks. Okay. So, like, obviously, like, that leg is super gimpy. There's no reason that leg is that high, right? And the rest of these legs are kind of bent back. So what we can do is we can kind of warm up this glue with the nozzle. And that'll give us the ability to make a little bit of changes. See that? We want that leg up more and out more. We want these twisted this way some. Okay. We definitely want this one bent downward more. Okay, so we'll just kind of hold this for a minute and get them how we want them. Now, I want the front legs to be propped up a little bit. So what I'm going to do is kind of get that hot and rearrange those a little bit. So I want that one kind of up like that. And that one's almost like that already. So to connect these so that it's like the way we want it to sit, what we're going to do is we're going to find my baking soda that I lost. We're going to start back here. I'll just make some little baking soda spots. Okay. Let's just kind of scrape that off the edges. So we're going to get a drop of glue. We're going to shove the foot down in the glue. How we want it to sit. And then we're just going to put a dab of super glue there. We'll let that sit for a moment. I'm going to do the back side on this side. Okay. Same deal. Just kind of get it where we want it. Oops. Okay. Alright, now this super glue is almost empty. And I don't feel like fighting with a super glue, so I'm going to grab another one real quick. Then we're going to get the next leg back. And we're going to stick those where we want them. We're going to get a little bit of super glue, a little bit of, what's this crap here? Baking soda. Get it in place. Okay. We're going to do that with the next leg over here. And so this one's kind of on the back of this rock. Okay. We're starting to get kind of where we want them, right? So on this one, it's going to be kind of on the front of this rock. So let's get it where we want it. Get a little bit of baking soda. And then this one we want up on this rock. So we're just going to get that, do the same thing. Pinch of baking soda on where we want it to stick. Alright. Now at this point he's going to be pretty sturdy, besides the fact that he's made out of some glue. So we got to get rid of some spider webs here. So let's do that now. We're just going to blow off any excess, I can't think, baking soda. And I think we got all the spider webs. Now I want him to have a bow instead of a hand here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to snip this hero click hand off that has a bow that I want. It's just a crappy short bow. And then I'm going to snip his hand off. Okay. Then just to hold it in place, I'm going to get a tiny bit of hot glue. Kind of put it where I want it. Then I'm just going to rub that around. Okay. Now I got some excess glue that I'm not real happy about, so I'm going to get in there and melt some of that away. I'm going to get my spider web remover. Alright. Now for this part, just to sturdy this up, we're just going to get the tiniest bit of glue there. Then we're going to tap off the excess that got on the bow, and we're going to put a drop on his wrist. And that's going to make it sturdy. There we go. So we have some other problems here. Get a brush that you can throw away. This is going to be important. You're going to put a thick dab on his butt, on his thorax part. You're going to brush his legs with that. Just the inside of the legs to make it sturdy. Come up on his back a little bit and up onto his abdomen a little bit. Then we're just going to get some baking soda and cover him with that. And then he's going to be sturdy. Yeah, now he's good and sturdy. Alright, so that's how you do it. Well, that's how I do it. I shouldn't say that's how you do it. We don't know how you do it. We'll see. Or maybe we won't. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to just grab my little extra parts I had left over. Because, hey, look at all those parts. I'm toss those in my parts bin. Hello, parts bin. How are you? Good to see you, my friend. Alright. So that is my Drider that I made out of an ant from the Dollar Tree and a HeroClick. And an extra HeroClick bow I had. You can make yours how you want. I'm pretty happy with how mine turned out. He's got a good posture. He's climbing up on a rock. He's doing everything I could ask him to do and more. His back leg did pop loose here on this side. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get a dab of glue. And I'm going to let that sit and dry for a little bit with just super glue holding it. And I think it'll be okay. So, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell icon, comment, and all that stuff. And we'll see you in part 2 when we come back and paint this dude up. Thanks for watching.